Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back playing Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time. We're on Big Wave Beach, heading on to day 27. Now day 27, we gotta survive the zombie attacks with the most plants picked for me. So, the great thing about this is that the plants that they pick for you aren't horrible. I mean, I would switch out the walnut for the Affininut, as you guys well know. And quite simply, you just really want a nice damage-dealing plant that also slows down, especially the surfer zombies. You're really going to need that. But they do give you the twin sunflower, they give you the lily pad, and they also give you the bok choy. Now, although I haven't been using the bok choy that much, and a lot of that is just due to the fact that the bok choy really only does damage to the closest enemies, and a lot of times, especially later levels of Big Wave Beach, you are going to need plants that do damage from afar and do like splash damage or do heavy damage. The bok choy really doesn't allow for that ability. But regardless, the tangle kelp is almost going to be vital here. It's almost like with the potato mine or the chili bean. I mean, you really want to be able to wait as long as possible for the zombies to come up. I've been helping my cousin a little bit, my little nephew, and he's like 10 years old, and you know, he's having some problems with some of these levels, and I think a lot of the issues come up with the fact that really early on in the level, if you don't set yourself up for success, it can be very, very daunting and very, very difficult. So the strategy that we're going to be using here is to plant a ton of twin sunflowers. We need sun this level. There are three flags, and each flag has a lot of stuff. Not only a lot of stuff, but there are a lot of fishermen, there are a lot of octopus guys, just guys that are just going to create havoc for you. So whenever you kind of get the opportunity, definitely make sure to plant a twin sunflower. Just kind of gather more and more sun. The bok choys, you're going to want to put them in the 4th row, just to do damage over time, as I've kind of been stating. And then once you kind of get a full row, you can start maybe, you know, going for the winter melon, and then eventually the banana. So in that middle row, you'll notice, again, damage over time. Doesn't take this guy out quickly, like super quick, but it does take him out. So after you've started to do this, I highly recommend that you put a winter melon in the top, middle, and bottom rows. This will slow down, especially with splash damage, most of the zombies as they're coming at you. So if you can kind of get to this point where you hopefully have at least 2 winter melons by the time the first wave kind of comes, you're going to be really helping yourself out. Now, the winter melon paired with the bok choy is really nice, as you can see, because not only does it slow down the zombies, it does splash damage, but it slows down all the zombies in all the rows, but it also allows for the bok choy to do more damage because the zombies aren't attacking your walnuts as quickly as usual. So even in that bottom row, you'll notice that the buckethead, there's really no way we're going to be able to take that guy out quickly enough, so a tangled kelp should be able to get rid of him quick enough. Now you'll notice right here that the fisherman comes up. When the fisherman comes up, get rid of him as quickly as possible. You don't have the Affininut, unfortunately. Now with right here, you know, plant a banana right away, because you want to take that octopus guy. That octopus guy is going to create so many problems for you. So we're before the second wave, and we have 1 banana. We'd like to have a lot more, but again, we're waiting on sun to really be able to have that. As we keep playing through this, we're going to eventually replace some of our twin sunflowers, but again, to have 8 twin sunflowers right now, producing sun is going to be so vital, because every single plant that we're going to plant from here on out costs 500 sun. So let's say we want to do 1, 6, 12 times 500 is going to be like 6,000 sun. So we need a lot of sun. Now you know the bucket head in the bottom. Don't want to take him out actually as quickly as possible, just because again we want to slow down the zombies coming. But you'll notice like right here is perfect. Right here is really, really nice, because we have the ability to slow down the zombies. and that's really going to help us. More than anything, it's going to help us get more sun. So you'll notice as we're playing through this, you know, the sun's coming, the zombies are really slowly getting out. If you don't use the winter melons, these zombies are going to come quick, and you're not going to have enough time to really, you know, save up enough sun. So at this point, again, we're going to be replacing the most twin sunflowers with the bananas. However, just to make extra sure, I want to put a winter melon in every single row. Putting a winter melon in every single row is definitely going to help. You'll notice again that the fisherman actually takes that walnut. We have a walnut, which is, you know, that we can plant in its place, so that's not that much of an issue. But you'll notice that's definitely why we want to put those walnuts on the front row. Kind of gives you a heads up as to when the fisherman zombies are actually going to start attacking. So at this point, game's pretty easy. I mean, you have 5 banana launchers. You should be doing fine. Especially for this final wave, because you can basically get rid of the octopus, you can get rid of the surfer guy, and once you get those guys, you're basically done with the level. I mean, you gotta get rid of the other guys, but that's going to be the end of day 27. I hope this helps you guys. Throw a like down below if it did. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.